This is the MMA Diagnosis Podcast, and fuck!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
We need something better. We need someone professional to do this.
Yeah, what you got in mind?
This is the moment you've all been waiting for. MMA Diagnosis with Hamad and Nadim Mir. It's time!
Alright guys, we are back for episode 12 of MMA Diagnosis. Yeah, post-fight Fortaleza. So what do you think? The post-fight. We'll go through, how we done the order, our predictions, yeah. So, oh no, not Fortaleza.
We've done the post-fight, dude. Yeah.
This is how my mind's messed up now. Yeah. I'm working and
I think my brother's got dementia.
Okay, feels like it, bro. I keep forgetting everything. Alright.
Okay. So we're gonna do the preview for UFC 234.
Yeah.
So I think my brother had a deja vu moment, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe that's maybe I was so scared of talking about this card because only 2 fights.
About atrocious is that it's not a bad card, but
it's not worth the money.
I don't think it's worth the money. Like if you had a budget of what pay-per-view to pay for, this is for American fans, by the way. I wouldn't really pay for this card.
Well, let's go through it. The main card.
All right, let's start off.
All right, Jim Crute. I haven't heard of him. Maybe I've seen him fight, but Jim Crute versus Sam Alvey.
Okay, yeah. So this one's gonna be interesting because Jim Crute is 9-0, and we know Sam Alvey, smiling Sam Alvey. Jim Crute is.
He's Australian.
He's Australian. Yeah, I didn't know that. But
it's Australian.
He actually, all I know is he beat Paul Craig. Scottish Paul Craig. Yeah. He beat him, so he could beat him by Kimura. That was actually impressive win. Submitting Paul Craig. So that was his only fight, right, in the UFC. And then now he's gonna fight.
Yeah, he had a Dana White fight Tuesday Contender Series.
Is this middleweight or light heavyweight? Because hasn't Sam Alvey moved up?
Yeah, this is. I think it's a light heavyweight.
So I'm sure Sam Alvey has moved.
Wait, let me check. No, I can't tell a moment. It's no, I don't know. It might be a middleweight card, Yeah, I have to Google it. It says light heavyweight on Google. Yeah.
Okay, light heavyweight. Yeah, that's what I thought because. Oh yeah, Sam Alvey just lost his last fight, right? He lost to Lil Nog. He lost to Lil Nog his last fight.
What did you say before? I didn't hear.
So what's interesting is Sam Alvey lost to Lil Nog in his last fight.
Oh yeah, Lil Nog, yeah.
Yeah, he lost to Lil Nog.
TKO'd him in Brazil.
Yeah, I remember that. TKO'd him in Brazil, so he's on the lose. I don't know. I still think the experience Sam Alvey has, because Sam Alvey's 33 wins and 11 losses. He's had over 40 fights. This guy's only had 9 fights. I don't like normally just saying, the experienced guy is gonna win, but with Sam Alvey's skill set, he's got that. Sam Alvey's got a solid right hand, like he can knock you out cold. Like, he's got 1-punch power, right? So I have a feeling Crute. I think it's a bit too soon for him. I think he's gonna come in.
He's young.
He's gonna underestimate Sam Alvey. A lot of young guys, they tend to estimate. I'll give you an example. Look at Aaron Pico. So like a lot of young guys that are doing well, they kind of underestimate the older guys. So I think Sam Alvey might catch him with a solid shot, might TKO him or KO him, maybe in the second or third.
I think. Yeah, I think they're feeding him to the lions. Age 22. You look at it like that, and Sam Alvey is 10 years older than him.
Age doesn't matter.
But look at you can tell because age matters in this case because those are the 10 years of experience Sam Alvey's got over him. So
and he's four top guys. Sam Alvey has. He's not like.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know what. Maybe they're thinking like either if he wins this fight, he'll get into UFC. If he doesn't, then that's it. So that's what I see. He's Australian. He's young, 22, and light heavyweight division. Maybe that's how desperate UFC are because the light heavyweight is not stacked at all.
Yeah, I think this is what I think. I think Sam Alvey's gonna catch him.
Yeah, I'm going with Sam Alvey because Jim Crute, to be honest,
But
I can't remember watching him.
How
So
is he gonna win? How's Sam Alvey gonna win?
he's gonna knock him out. KO.
Do you
I'll be
think KO?
surprised. I'll be surprised if Sam Alvey doesn't catch him. He's 10 years.
I mean, I hope Crute proves me wrong because
Yeah.
he's a young guy. The light heavyweight definitely needs more young guys.
Yeah.
More upcoming guys. So hope he proves me wrong, but I don't know. I just see Sam Alvey catching him.
Because Jim Crute has some TKOs on his record, but I personally think that, you know.
Yeah, this is what you know. It's funny as well though. You know, Sam Alvey's wife is in his corner, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Like, you know, you see her in the corner, you're like, what advice you give me?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, do you remember Mike Perry's? When Mike
Yeah.
Perry, his girlfriend was in the corner.
Yeah.
What did she say?
She's
said, like,
saying.
kick him or
Yeah.
she like.
She was
and
trying
everyone's like. She was like, kick him and like, fucking. What do you know? Wait, he put a video recently of him beating her up or something. I don't even know, man.
Oh, I
Like,
don't know.
it's
About,
boring.
Yeah.
It's boring. I don't know. But yeah, so Sam Alvey, I see Sam Alvey winning that. If you're listening to this, please pick Sam Alvey, and you know.
All right, next
Quite
fight.
obvious pick. All right. Dong Hyun Ma.
No. Listen to me. Montana De La Rosa is the next fight. Women's flyweight, yeah.
Why on Sherdog is it in the wrong order?
No, I don't know. Versus Nadia Kassem. That's the main card. All right. And Nadia 187. I don't know what that means, but could be.
Nadia, what ethnicity is she?
Apparently she's Australian. Nah, I don't know. Nadia, I don't know. Maybe she's Iranian or something.
That's an Arabic name, right?
Arabic, yeah. So, but
Yeah.
she's fought in basically, yeah.
She beat Alex Chambers in her last fight.
Yeah, she's fought UFC fight in a year. Alex Chambers. Decision.
She only had one fight in the UFC, yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty new.
I mean, I don't know a lot about Nadia Kassem. I think I've seen her fight. I just can't remember it for some reason.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Montana De La Rosa here.
Yeah, I would as well because
She's had more fights.
yeah,
She's got 9 wins, 4 losses. Nadia Kassem's 5-0. So how I see it is, and she beat Rachel Ostovich her last fight. So
Yeah.
Rachel Ostovich is not no slouch. She's actually a pretty decent fighter after seeing the Page fight.
yeah,
I think De La Rosa's gonna win. They're both actually really young. So
Yeah.
I think De La Rosa's gonna take it. I don't see it going any other way. So I think
with my amateurish background in these two fighters, I would pick the more experienced and the one with the better winning streak. So, but not winning streak, but like they both
Yeah.
got recent, wins. So it's alright.
I see.
They're both
I think-
23.
It's either gonna be decision
Yeah,
or Montana De Rosa might choke her out. Because from what I'm seeing from her record, she wins a lot of her fights by submission.
yeah.
So I think she probably submit her in the last round or second round.
But if you look at Nadia Kassem, she's won a lot of, TKO and KOs, But until when she went to Alex Chambers' decision, though, so the level of competition went up.
Yeah, look, like you can do a lot of TKOs and outside of the UFC, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier. But once you start fighting UFC caliber fighters, it's very hard to get a lot of TKOs and
Yeah.
KOs. So the competition level is a lot more harder. So I think De La Rosa pulls it off with the submission.
Yeah, I'll go with that too, to be honest. Shall we get to the next fight?
Yeah, let's get to the next fight.
Ricky Simon versus Yahya? Hani?
Oh, honey, yeah.
Honey. Yeah, he unfollowed us on Insta.
Yeah. Yeah, go fuck yourself. The fucking cunt. Wait, nah, I'm joking. He's still a really good fighter. I mean, I've seen this guy fight since WEC, so
Yeah.
he's a world champion in jiu-jitsu as well, BJJ. So very high level background. Ricky, is Ricky Simone? I don't think it's Ricky Simon.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Ricky Simone. I'm sure it's Ricky Simone.
I think it's Simon.
No, it's Ricky Simone.
How?
It is Ricky Simone. I know it is.
Everywhere I check, it says Simon.
Yeah, but it's pronounced Simone. Ricky Simone.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Simon, so I'll pronounce Simon.
Okay. Ricky Simone's actually. Oh, do you know who Ricky Simone is? This is now. I remember now. You remember that fight where the guy got choked out and
Yeah.
he was unconscious, but they let the fight carry on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you know that Merab, right? He's on the
I remember
Barbosa versus
a
Lee
fight,
fight.
yeah. The fight where he carried on, yeah.
He got guilty choke and then he was out and then they still let it go on.
Yeah.
And he was like out and he's moving though somehow. I don't know how. He was out. Yeah, that he won that fight. So he actually beat a very good fighter. And then he beat Montel Jackson. I don't know why I said Jackson. Montel Jackson. So he beat Montel Jackson, which in my impressive win. He won by decision though. But he's 14-1. So looking at, but for me, I think if I look at Yahya's last fight, just double checking. Okay, yeah, he beat Luke Sanders by heel hook. He's won his last 3 fights by submission.
Yeah.
Yahya,
He's well versed, his experience, so.
Yeah, Yahya, look who he's fought, man. Like he's fought Chad Mendes, fought Josh Crispy. Do you remember Josh Crispy?
I can't remember.
I remember him. He was supposed to fight for the title, but he never got a title shot.
No, I might remember. Like, let me see the picture.
Look, he's fought Mike Brown, Takeya Muzagaki.
You know, sometimes you forget, innit?
He's fought Joseph Benavidez, Eddie Wineland.
Yeah, I think I remember him now.
He's fought Kid Yamamoto, Chase Beebe, Mark.
Yeah,
Hominick.
now I remember him. Yeah.
Look who he's fought. He fought Mark Hominick. You remember Mark Hominick?
Yeah.
Like Rohani Yahya's fought everyone. Like I don't know, Ricky Simone.
Yeah, I'm going with Honey Yahya now.
Yeah, I think Honey Yahya is gonna win by submission, second round.
Yeah, he's fought
third round.
top tier.
Fought a top position for a very long time. He's 26 wins, 9 losses.
Oh, Chase Baby. Oh, Chase BB.
Chase BB,
yeah. Eddie Wineland.
Yeah, I think Honey Yahya is gonna take this. I don't see
submission.
Yeah, definitely, guys.
You
pick Honey Yahya. You can go for Ricky Simone as an underdog, but pick Honey Yahya. I see. I'm sure Honey Yahya is a favorite in this. That's it really. That's what I can say on this fight. Not a lot.
Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about.
Other than he unfollowed us, so I can say that.
Yeah.
Fucking that, but yeah. Okay.
All right. Now let's.
Guys, by the way. All right. Now to the co-main event. Oh my god.
Yes, this is the fight. I think this is the best fight.
This reminds me of. Yeah, this reminds me of a Dragon Ball Super fight. This is.
Yeah. Anderson, the Spider Silva. Israel, the last starbender Adesanya.
What are you changing? All right. This one's gonna be a fun one. So.
All right. Let's just quickly. We know Israel Adesanya, 29 years old, more than 10 years younger than Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
More than 10 years. About 14 years.
Anderson Silva's 43.
Yeah, 14 years younger. And, taller than him. Do you think he has more range than? I think his length. I can't remember his length.
I think Adesanya's got a bit more of a reach.
Yeah.
But that being said, Anderson Silva was still Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
We can't underestimate him. He's very good. But I just don't think it's his time anymore. Like he's probably one of my favorite fighters, top 3, man. Anderson Silva. Been watching him a very long time. You
see, Anderson Silva lost too many fights in his last 5 fights. He's lost about 4 of them. So
yeah, that's really.
And not including Nick Diaz, no contest, because obviously he won that.
And
he won. Did he win that one?
The one he beat Derek Brunson was arguably he lost as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he lost that.
Yeah, so he basically he
should have lost his last 5 really, because the one that he won.
Was that in Brazil?
No, I don't think it was in Brazil. Was it? I'm not too sure, but all I know that
is Holly Holm versus Durandamy.
Or was it? Yeah. So where was that?
Well, Holly Holm go to Brazil. I don't know. Nah, it might not.
Yeah. From what I've seen, I think Adesanya It's too much. I think it's too much. He's too young,
Um,
too fast. He's gonna,
no, he's so young. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, right, yeah, Russia. For people
Yeah.
that don't know, we're recording Russia. So Jackie Chan, Russia.
He's so young. So
Yeah, I think
basically,
he's too young. For
yeah, he's fast. He's got the youth on his side, but he is facing the GOAT. So I don't know about this. The last time we did that, the GOAT.
the last time.
Yeah.
He's not facing Autumn Lobo. No. Yeah, in Adesanya, I think he's going to probably. I don't know. I don't want to say finish him. I don't want to say, but I have a feeling he might finish him. Do you think he'll finish Anderson Silva?
It's 3 rounds, right?
Yeah, it's 3 rounds.
Oh, and that's tricky then, because he's gonna feel him out maybe as well, first round. You think so? I don't think he'll go for the kill in first round.
So it is. This is because I was watching Adesanya right before he went to UFC, so I was watching him in Glory, right?
Yeah.
And he fought for the title. He lost by decision. It was a close fight.
Yeah.
And then I thought if this guy goes into MMA, he's gonna be very good. And then I checked him up, right?
Yeah.
And I saw he fought MMA as well. He had like 8-9 fights.
Oh.
And I was like, oh damn, like he's doing kickboxing and MMA. I go, this guy's gonna be good. But the only thing I was worried about was his grappling. I was like, can he catch up with the grappling? Because striking, the division's pretty much fucked in fighting. They're gonna be. He's when these kickboxers.
Yeah.
They're just on a different level, man. When you watch these Glory kickboxers, striking wise.
Glory.
That doesn't mean like they can't get knocked out. Like look at Gokhan Saki, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like his style of striking and boxing is perfect for MMA.
Yeah.
Like we've seen like.
He's elusive as well.
Yeah,
he
the way he's elusive. No, that's what I'm saying. That style that he has.
Yeah.
It's perfect for MMA. Like it's a mixture of everything and like.
Yeah, I think.
To balance everything.
Yeah, I think like Gokhan Saki, his style wasn't good. He got caught. Like he was too like
Yeah. I know what you're saying. That's what I mean. Like sometimes like the style doesn't translate well to MMA.
Yeah.
Like, it might be.
Well, no, I wouldn't say mechanical, but like he was too like it doesn't suit MMA because more MMA you have to be even more elusive. Like because obviously you're gonna get taken down.
Yeah, because the gloves are not as big as well. And you gotta worry about takedowns, and then the distance as well is a bit different, and how you block. And you're right. But
who do you think is gonna win? Let's just talk about that now.
All right, if I'm gonna be totally honest, I think Adesanya finishes him probably in the last round.
I would go with Adesanya winning. I would say finish. Maybe might even be by TKO. Yeah, TKO. Just ended it. Yeah, just ended it.
TKO, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't say submission unless he does like somehow get on his back and submit him like that. He can do that, but after he's like knocked down like that.
Yeah.
But TKO then, so.
TKO.
Third round. I wouldn't say early. Or second actually can happen if he starts firing off on second round.
See, it was about Adesanya. I was worried about his grappling.
Yeah.
And then he just shut me the fuck up when he fought Bad Tavares. Like
and then Derek Brunson as well.
Oh yes, sorry, yeah. So the Bad Tavares one was eye opening. I was like, this guy.
Yeah.
No, at first I was like, okay, the thing is though, Bad Tavares isn't the best wrestler.
Yeah.
Then he fought Derek Brunson, and people they don't understand that Derek Brunson is actually very good. I know he's a bit sloppy with his striking when he just swings and stuff. He gets excited too much, Derek Brunson. That's the issue with him. But if you watched, for people that haven't watched MMA enough, watch Derek Brunson versus Yoel Romero. Yeah, Yoel Romero. You see Brunson start taking down Yoel Romero, who's an Olympic silver medalist, and Brunson's getting the takedowns on him. So he's got a very good wrestling background, and his wrestling is actually very good for MMA. And then Adesanya just shut it down. Like we just saw it. Like he's improving so much every fight. And I think there was a video on his Insta, and you see Adesanya doing drills at like the whole gym's like 30 guys in a row, and they're just taking him down, and he has to get up, and they're just taking it out. I'm like, this is why he's getting better, right? He's doing what? He's doing more than the normal. He's beating average to get it.
Yeah.
Like he's putting them hours in. So how I see is this guy's gonna be trouble, man. Like, after Adesanya, He's gonna finish Anderson. That's how I see it. If we're looking at Anderson that fought Derek Brunson and that Anderson, he's gonna finish him. But I don't see why not, unless he, you know, like you said, they just feel each other out and then Adesanya doesn't go for the kill. I just see it being finished in the last round.
Yeah, that's what I think. Second round, even I see it because he can go for it. Like Anderson Silva's not as fast as he used to be. That's the truth.
But you know, the craziest catch is though, Anderson goes, if he wins, they're gonna give him a title shot, right?
Yeah, could be. I don't know about that. When did you hear about that, bro?
I read that online. I think he was saying it.
Maybe he's just trying it. Yeah, he's just trying
to build the fight up.
Yeah.
But
all I know is, give me one. Like Israel Adesanya, when you watch him against Derek Brunson, you could see his techniques improve so much. You could see like the quickness, his mental edge now he has before. Look at him 3-4 fights before and now. Yeah, you'll see the difference in mentality as well. So he was awesome.
How long has it been? It's only been a year and a half, and he's already done that.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy, man. Like this division.
Nearly 2 years.
Then you want to whoever's in the main event, they better be worried. And let's move on now to the main event. So this is the main event. All right. So Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum now. The main event. 5 rounds. Bobby Knuckles versus Kelvin Burrito Gastelum, who misses weight. I'm joking. But
I think you were saying about him. What's his name? Ben Askren, calling fatty boys. I can't remember.
Ben Askren is fucking pissy. Have you seen that video? That's serviced. Ben Askren. We'll talk. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, later. Yeah. All right. Kelvin Gastelum, 27 years old, versus Bobby Knuckles, who's young himself. He's 28. I see this. I'll be surprised if Kelvin Gastelum wins.
Why is that?
I think Bobby just got the package overall. Like I'm talking about, not just. Kelvin Gastelum did give Chris Weidman a hard time. He's a really great wrestler. But the size took over then later. I know Bobby Knuckles is not as big as Chris Weidman. I know that, but he's still bigger than Kelvin. So his boxing's great. They both have good boxing. My pick would be Robert Whittaker because of the caliber of fighters that he's beaten. So Kelvin has not faced Yoel Romero. He has faced Jacare though and won. But he has not faced Yoel Romero twice and beaten him.
We could make an argument that the last fight Whittaker, he could have arguably lost that.
Yeah, he could have lost that. Yeah, that's true as well.
You could have gave Romero 2-10-8 or 1-10-8, and it could have been a draw. Or victory.
But I like that he got back up and he's come
he
back.
Does get back up. Though. Yeah, that is very true. Like you can't question Whittaker's heart.
Yeah, you can't teach that.
Same with Gastelum as well. Though.
Yeah, that's not taught in the gym.
Yeah, it's definitely not taught in the gym. You gotta be wary though, man, because Gastelum he's got a lot of power as well, and he's got very good wrestling.
Who do you think is faster though, man? Quicker on the bun? Because Robert Whittaker.
Whittaker's got that karate background, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
People that don't know it. People don't know that he's got a karate background, so that karate background
could help.
A traditional background. That's what helps him in his fights. He blitz in.
Yeah, that's the point. So like him blitzing or think he's boxing.
This is actually a really hard pick.
Yeah, hard pick. I would go with the champion in this case. My personal pick would be go for it with the champion.
That's a lot of people. I think that's a lot of people.
Yeah, Bobby Knuckles. Because
okay, I'm gonna go the opposite way just to make it interesting. I'll go for Gastelum, and I'll give you reasons now.
Yeah.
If Romero caught Gastelum, Whittaker, right?
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna fight. They're gonna like feed each other out, and Kelvin.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're gonna push in the later rounds, and then he might give Rob Whittaker a bit of trouble. Rob Whittaker might if Gastelum wants to win, he's got to push him, come forward, start striking, and make him tired. Essentially, make Whittaker keep on moving around. So I think Kelvin's got the power as well. So I can see him catching him with an overhand or a good left hook or something and changing the outcome of the fight. So, and Whittaker's not going to out-wrestle him. I'm sorry, you
Nah,
can't eye wrestle
nah.
him. Kelvin's got very good wrestling. So I could
It's a
see
close
def-
fight. It depends who's.
I could definitely see Kelvin winning this, and I'm just gonna go with Kelvin by decision.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
to
doing
make it
Robert
more.
Whittaker.
Well, how
It's
do
a
you feel about it?
5-round fight. I wouldn't go with decision on this. No, actually, yeah, it will be Robert Whittaker and Kevin. Yeah, they're both. I would go with decision, but Robert Whittaker then, because I think Robert Whittaker, he's got the full package. He's got the experience, the heart. He's fought more higher caliber fighters. That's the truth in the middleweight. Anyway, yeah. You can arguably say Calvin's fought like fighters on the end of the Vito, Hendricks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Tim Kennedy, he wasn't like, he was. Chris Weidman, he looked a bit, he lost to him anyway. So, Bisping, when he fought Bisping was 3 weeks later. He fought him after he lost to GSP. So I wouldn't even give him that easy. That win was a bit like, I don't know. He might have still beaten him. He might have still beaten him.
Like I said, I'm picking him to make it more interesting.
Yeah.
So like, because I feel like he does have a chance. Like you thought he didn't deserve the title shot, right?
He don't deserve it.
Who deserves it then?
Yeah, let me have a look at it. Let me have a look at UFC ranking. He don't deserve it, man. I'm sure there's somebody else who deserves it more. But look at him. Who's he beaten,
Not
man?
not anyone in the division at the moment.
Yeah. Let me see, man.
I wouldn't say anyone in the division at the moment though. So
Let me check. All right. Where's the rankings? Oh, great. These are pound for pound. Let me check weight class. What is it? Middleweight. All right. The top. Oh, great, man. These are stats of. Let me find the.
on the UFC website.
Yeah, young rankings. What the hell? Oh, yeah, on it. No, wait. The fighter ranking. Yeah, now I found it. Yeah. Okay. Middleweight. Romero, Rockhold, Jacare, Kelvin's fourth, Chris Weidman, Israel Adesanya, Paulo Costa.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, he deserved a title shot. Unless Rockhold fought Whittaker. Rockhold second.
Rocco's moving up to lightweight.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like.
All he's been doing is gossiping about other people.
Yeah.
So,
but unless it's that. Paulo Costa. What about Paulo Costa?
Paulo Costa just beat Uriah Hall.
Yeah.
You're acting like what he deserves to fight the champion. I could beat Uriah Hall. No offense to Uriah Hall. Amazing fighter.
Calvin,
he's not at that level.
Calvin, I think he's getting the easy,
No, he's not, because he beat Jacare. Look who Jacare beat in his last. Who did Jacare beat in his last fight?
Can't remember now. Jacare.
Can't remember. This guy's a casual.
Shut up, man. Can't remember, man. My brain's busy.
Jacare just finished Chris Weidman.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
Kelvin beaten.
Yeah, so, Jacare knocked him out.
So who else is left? You tell me now. If the UFC is looking, they booked this fight about 4 months ago.
He's lost.
Who?
Bobby Knuckles gonna beat him. That's my decision. That's my final.
Okay. I'm gonna go for Kelvin, because I understand how it feels to like your food in it and you can't make weight. So
nah.
I can sympathize with
That's an excuse. I don't feel sorry for that. You're not professional.
I can sympathize with him. I like my food as well, so I'm a foodie as well, so I'm gonna pick Gastelum for that.
As Ben Gaskin says, fatty boy.
I'm gonna pick him for that now. So
yeah, I think he said something about Tyron Woodley, and the Ben Askren got has to defend him in it. So I think he said something about being fat and that fatty boys and burrito. I don't know.
Well, I think let's talk about this now. Do you think this pay-per-view is worth it? Would you pay for it?
No.
So what would you recommend the US?
We don't have to worry about that. If I was in the US and I had to pay for it, obviously people stream online and that, but if I had to pay for it, I wouldn't pay. If it was
so
let's say you had a budget of 6 pay-per-views a year, this one I wouldn't pay for definitely.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
No, because you're getting shortchanged. There's only really, if you think about it, as a pay-per-view, there should be good. The main card should be really good.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't live up to it.
We got 1 or 2 dark horse fights, though.
But at least Australia gets a pay-per-view. England never gets a pay-per-view.
I know.
How about that? How about that?
Yeah. How about UK gets a pay-per-view? How about that? Okay. How about that? And if you're a UK fan and you're listening, please like, comment, subscribe. And how about that? And if you're a fan of this podcast, like, comment. Nah, but look here. The UK gets fuck all, man. Let's just be honest. Like, you get fuck.
Nah, we get the pay-per-views for subscription, so I can't complain.
Yeah, but event-wise, this.
Yeah, event-wise.
You know the UFC London.
Yeah.
That's coming up now. This is the only decent one we've gotten, I think, anyway.
Nah, we didn't get Michael Bisping and Silva.
Okay, but we didn't get to go to the right.
Yeah.
But
well, we didn't get to go to this one. That's another complaint.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about that because we wanted a ticket.
Yeah, how come on Thursday? How come on Thursday? You know what it is? On the Thursday pre-sale, like the day before. The problem was, I think we didn't get on it. I was at work.
Oh, you have to get on it at the time.
Yeah, and I was at work. I couldn't do it.
You know what it is? We didn't know that though because we've never. Yeah. You know it's crazy. Although we've been fans for 10 years, we've never been to a UFC event.
Can't afford it.
That's the truth. Like, I'd rather pay for. I'll be honest with you. Like,
pay for Bellator.
We went when I went to Bellator. My brother remembers, right? I basically got a VIP package.
Yeah.
Because when I went, I met Fedor, I met Tito, I met Liam McGeary, I met MVP, and I met Hoist Gracie. And then after the Bellator event, I met Melvin Manhoff.
Oh, yeah, on the way out, yeah.
On the way out, I met Melvin Manhoff. I met Big Mike, who's Badr Hari's coach.
Yeah.
And who's Paul Daly's actually training with.
That was at the O2. Yeah, that was at the O2 arena. So while we were leaving, that was mad. We were walking and people walking past them. They didn't even know them.
You know Metal. And then, sorry people, I met Metal Gruner as well. So if you don't know who Metal is, he was actually former Glory welterweight champion, and he's gonna fight. He might be fighting for the belt again, but I'm not too sure right now. But I even met him as well. So I met like some amazing people, and all I paid was like I didn't pay nothing, like
100 something pound.
Yeah, max.
120.
And I got a VIP package. I met the legends of MMA.
Yeah, Fedor, man.
Oh, I met Fedor, man. Like even just and Tito. You know the crazy thing is, people say Tito's a dickhead, right? And he's like this. He's up his. He was like so like humble and like gracious with his time. Like even before the meet and greet started, I went up to him and I asked him for a picture. He gave me a picture, and loads of fans were coming and asking him. He didn't have to. He could have been a dick about it and be like, you gotta wait for the meet and greet. He was actually really cool with his time. So.
I like that. Shall we get on to the news now?
Yeah, let's go on to the news, guys.
I've got a few topics I can talk about. So, latest news was Daniel Cormier and Stipe beef. So, Daniel Cormier explaining why entitled Stipe Miocic isn't getting the rematch yet. And this is on MMA Fighting. So, his Twitter, I think Stipe was saying something about he owes me a rematch. And then Daniel Cormier, he sent a message on Twitter, I don't owe anyone shit. And then he carried on, elaborating that. He goes, do you guys want to know why I'm not fighting Stipe Miocic again? And then he gave his reasons. He goes, reason 1, he's being entitled. Whatever fought since and he hasn't, he lost the fight. Is he still the champ? Then reason 2, I'm hurt. And reason 3, how do I do it better? I beat him in 1 round last time. So what do you think of that?
He's got a fair point. I mean, Stipe needs a match or two before he can fight DC again, I think.
Yeah. He don't deserve a rematch because he got knocked out, bro, in the first round. It's not as if it was like, lucky punch or anything. It was actual, Danny Cormier was going for it.
By the way,
no, but what do you think though? Like, does he deserve it or shall he? Yeah.
No, I don't think he deserves it. I think he lost way too easily.
And plus, I think Daniel Cormier, look, he's going to leave, so why should he rematch him? He wants a money fight. Like the last time they fought, was it 300,000 pay-per-view fights or something?
Yeah, I think it was 300,000.
Yeah. So why should he fight him? He'd rather fight Brock Lesnar and get over $1 million pay-per-view, and he'll get a large amount of sum. So if I was him, I wouldn't even retake, give him a rematch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think. I'm not interested in that much to be honest.
So aren't I.
I want to see DC versus Kane, but I know that's never gonna happen. So
yeah,
I wish that would happen.
You got news?
What did you say?
You got news?
Yeah. So 1 minute, I think I'm just so he just announced that the main card.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good news for the UK viewers. Yeah. So the main card for UFC Philly, which is on the 30th of March.
Yeah, Philippines.
Oh, it says Philly card.
Oh, Philadelphia.
I don't know. I think it is Philadelphia. It must be.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's it's gonna be on midnight for UK fans. The main card's gonna start.
So how's that? You sure it's not Philippines then? Maybe no, it can't be America.
It just said
Oh, it
Philly.
could be Philadelphia. Yeah, it could be Philadelphia.
Yeah, it just said Philly. So yeah, I'm kind of happy about that. Somebody commented on Ariel's. Somebody commented, on Ariel's post.
Yeah.
Ariel goes, just officially announced the main card for the UFC Philly card on 30th of March will commence at 7 p.m. Eastern Pacific time, or 4 p.m. Pacific time, is it? Eastern time, and 4 p.m.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, in America. So, and then one of the UK journalists wrote that that's midnight for UK and Ireland. And somebody commented in all caps locks, "Are you excited about it, Ariel? Please tweet 10 times about it. Why don't we?" And then Ariel actually replied. He goes, "I am excited." Fucking, you know the Twitter, you get the trolls right on Twitter and Instagram. That's funny. Yeah, so that's actually good news for UK listeners. And it is UFC Philadelphia card. So shall I read out the card?
Yeah, main card.
Okay, I'll read out the main card. Okay, I'll just read the top 5 that I can see. Paul Craig versus Kennedy. I can't pronounce the second name. Kennedy Njoku.
Yeah,
And they've got Alexa Grasso versus Marina Rodriguez. Then you got Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Michelle Watson.
yeah.
And for the main event, you got Edson Barboza versus Justin Gaethje. So the main card for that card is going to start at midnight for UK viewers and people in Ireland.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually really good for us, I guess. We're not gonna be here, right?
Now we're going on holiday.
Ah.
Oh, we won't be here March 30th. We'll be on the plane. We'll be on the plane, bro.
I'm gonna be on a plane. That day, am I gonna watch it? Ah, fake. Yeah, we're gonna have to sort something out. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna record it, bro. Abroad as well. Episode.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how we're gonna watch it, and then I don't know how we're gonna record it as well. We'll see what happens in it.
We might have to rerun a few episodes.
No, we might have to take hiatus.
For like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's a bit too long though. But we'll try to sort something out. No, we could do
We might as well let the listeners know now. We're gonna be on our hiatus.
No. Be relaxed, bro. Relax. Yeah. All right. The next, I've got one.
All right.
Aaron Chalmers. So, Aaron Chalmers, he forecasts transition to pro wrestling after MMA. So, he's proved that he's, the best MMA fighter apparently. And
you prove that he's the GOAT now. He's after the GOAT status.
Yeah. So obviously he's fighting in the co-main event of Bellator Newcastle, this weekend. Yeah. Yeah. We forgot. We haven't done a preview on that, did we?
No, we haven't.
Oh crap. Oh well. So that's a little preview.
Just brush up on it. Just brush up like 2 seconds.
No, not now. So co-main event of Bellator Newcastle this weekend.
Okay, I'll just give you one pick. I think Fabian Edwards is gonna win his fight.
Yeah. You didn't even say who's he fighting.
He's fighting Lee Chadwick. I think his name's Lee Chadwick.
Middleweight.
Yeah,
Right?
middleweight Lee Chadwick. I think Fabian Edwards is gonna finish him. Maybe first, second round.
All right. So that's the other part of the news. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other part of the news. Bellator Newcastle is on this Saturday as well, so watch that.
February 9th.
Is that Saturday or?
Yeah. Obviously, man.
Yeah.
Oh, and then basically, I wanted to go, but to be honest, 4-hour train from Birmingham. Even in the car, it's like 3.5 hours. So,
if London would have actually been a lot better for us.
Yeah, but tickets are too expensive for that. Can't afford it.
Yeah, for London. No,
Bellator Newcastle.
London would have been a lot better for us.
Yeah. So Bellator Newcastle is too far, and it ends late, and I don't think we can come back on a train. And then you have to take a hotel as well. Book a hotel then.
Why don't we get a coach?
Yeah, so it takes 6 hours in instead of 4.
That's fine.
Yeah. Are you mad?
Bellator. I'll be honest, the timing's too bad right now for me anyway. Because I've got my exams coming up.
Yeah.
I can't be.
And I can't afford it right now. That's
Yeah.
So basically, we would have gone, but I love it now. So Aaron Chalmers, he wants to be a pro wrestler now as well.
I think everybody wants to be a pro wrestler. I mean,
obviously he's not now. Maybe down the line, and he said, main priority MMA for the next 4 or 5 years. but later on it would be nice to do a couple of years of wrestling. The plan is to be fully retired by 40 with a good MMA career behind me and a good wrestling career behind me, and then I can sit back and say, look, I've done the best I can possibly do. So that's what it is, Aaron Chalmers was saying. So,
Okay,
good luck to him.
I
I guess he got ambition.
got big MMA news. Did you listen to Tyler Woodley's rap video?
Nah.
Oh my god.
What was he saying?
It's awful. Like, I'm a Woodley fan, right? But
What was he ranting on?
can I play a bit of it on?
What was he complaining about?
I'll show it to you right from here.
Rap video, rant video.
Rap video.
Oh.
No, I got the bag on me. Fucking around and make the pussy really splash on me. Coming down like a fountain, no. Ass fatter than a mountain, though. Spending money, who counting up? She about to blow. I was in the studio.
Fuck shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the best, I'll tell a friend. Nigga pumping, that's a TV pen. I've been on a bad bitch binge. Spent so many stacks to make a nigga cringe, yeah. Fuck, nigga, go to take it and blow the bag up. Back that ass up like a Mack truck. Beat, tight pussy, make a nigga ski. Ass sheets, niggas know I got the Mac on me. Bitch, know I got the bag on me.
He goes, I got the Mac, homie. And I'm like, no, man.
First of all, I'll be honest. I think that rap is that song is shit. That rap. I'm telling the truth, isn't it? That's how I feel anyway. I don't know why. You know what's
the funny thing is, like, Kobe's gonna use that now.
Yeah. Personally, look, okay, be a bit harsh. I shouldn't say shit. I don't like it. It's not that rap anyway.
I'll be honest with you. I know this is gonna sound controversial, but right now UK rap is much better than US rap.
Yeah.
Like, UK rap sounds so much better. It's way more lyrical.
I haven't, to be honest, I haven't heard much US rap right now. But I think, even
what I've listened to, anyways, mainstream. Their mainstream is awful. And Woodley, I don't know why Woodley's doing it. He doesn't need to rap.
Yeah.
If he's gonna rap, he should do something a bit more conscious.
Yeah.
And lyrical. He's not a gangster, so why is he doing gangster rap? You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting out the Mac. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand. Yeah, that was actually really funny watching that. I was just like, no.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm a big fan of him. Like,
yeah. But that's different to being a rapper, isn't it? Well, a fan of his MMA, not his rap.
Yeah.
All right. Let's forget that.
I still believe he's gonna beat Kamaru Usman, but
what's the rap got to do with that? That's kind of. but all right, let's get on to more important news.
What?
More important news.
All right. Well, what's more important news?
Okay, so Trevor Whitman talking about what we've been ranting about in some episodes. Corners need to be more willing to stop fights.
Oh yeah.
He was talking about Kelvin Gastelum. Remember Kelvin Gastelum versus Nate Marquardt?
Yeah.
And they fought about 3 years ago now, more than 3 years ago. So Kelvin Gastelum basically just beat the living hell out of Marquardt. Yeah. And he was in a slump anyway. Marquardt, former Strikeforce champion, he was in a 1-4 slump. That's what he said. Yeah. And obviously they knew Kelvin Gastelum is no pushover. He is a good fighter, I admit that. So, and the fight, obviously, he didn't go his way. We remember that. He lost. And he said, this is what Trevor Whitman's saying now. If you're taking ass whooping and that fighter clearly doesn't want to be in there, you've got to be the one that steps up and takes the sword. So Whitman said, you have to jump in there and make it your call. Let the fighters complain that we shouldn't have stopped the fight, because the more times that you get beat inside the cage and you're getting dominated, that hurts your mentality, and that's hard to come back from. Whether you're just taking too many punches, or does your fighter need to be there? Do you need to jump in there and save him and get him back mentally and re-strategize on what's going on? Again, it's a lot of psyche. So, he's right. Like, what's the point on getting your fighter, beat up even more and losing the match, and then it'll just make it worse for him? So, I think, Trevor Whitman saying that he's I work in first 2 rounds. Yeah, he was Marquardt. Yeah, after the first 2 rounds, it didn't look like he wanted to be in the cage. It looked like he's done, and he told Whitman, "I'm done." And then Whitman go, I'd rather attempt to push 5 more minutes. And the Whitman agreed and told the referee to waive off the bout. So I think he made the right call on that.
Yeah. If I don't want to be in them, or just lay him off, because he could fight another day. Do you know what I mean? You might even ruin his confidence even more by making him get battered even more.
And the noteworthy one was when Anthony Pettis versus Tony Ferguson. We know that one. And who was the coach? What's his name? Not Mark Henry. What's the other? Duke Rufus. Yeah.
Oh,
Even Duke Rufus. Yeah. He knew that Anthony Pettis was going to get beat after the second round because he broke his hand.
Yeah.
So third round would have been annihilation for his confidence and his physical, being. So, this just highlights what we already talked about in past episodes. Yeah. And even when Amanda Nunes versus Rocky, what's her name? Raquel Pennington. Yeah. So end of fourth round when she's saying I'm done.
Yeah. By the way,
and the coaches go, carry on, and you see in fifth round she just getting battered even more.
Yeah, that's not the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ruining her confidence, and it's making everything a lot more worse.
Yeah, I think that's really good that Trevor Mittman came out and was talking about it. I think he did an interview with Luke Thomas when he was talking about that, and just a recent interview with Luke Thomas. So he, it's titled like corners need to be more willing to stop fights on MMA fighting. But that's I haven't listened to all the interview, but I think I will listen to it because it's interesting. Any more news before we leave? I think that's the most news.
I forgot my mic.
Huh?
I didn't plug in my Yeti.
You prick.
I'm sure it works. Because you worked last time. Yeah. Okay. Carry on. Yeah. So
is that why you sounded low last time?
What did you say?
You sounded a bit low last time. Even your voice.
Oh,
did you even plug it in back then?
Yeah, I did.
All right, man. All right, carry on now. One more. Now. We'll do one more.
Okay. So I got another piece of news.
Yeah.
You know, Aspen Ladd.
Yeah.
Her fight got cancelled, right, with Holly Holm.
Yeah.
And they go with the.
What was the reason? He wasn't answering the reason, was he?
Yeah, I think the reason is, according to some sources, it's going to be Holly Holm versus Amanda Nunes for the belt in UFC 237.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so they got that's being rumored.
Yeah, it could be. That's why, because Dana White wasn't giving a reason in the press conference.
Yeah, he never gives a reason. There's always a reason. And how do you see that one going?
But if that does happen,
it's a tough
one. Holly Holm's much more technical than the other fighters.
He's not just gonna rush like Cyborg.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a close match. I don't see Holly Holm getting knocked out because she's not. Yeah, she's not going to rush in and get clipped like all the other fighters. Like Shevchenko now, she was technical as well, and Amanda Nunes couldn't do nothing to her in that sense, like knock her out. So Holly Holm's gonna give her the same problems.
Yeah, Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I got one more. JDS.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, JDS hopes to untie the shot before Cormier retires. So I'll say what he said. I wasn't around in Fedor's era. I wasn't around in Fedor's era. It would have been a great pleasure to face him. So I want to fight a 2-division champion before he retires.
And there is one. Now that you mentioned ADS, he's fighting on March the 9th against Derek Lewis, heavyweight.
Oh yes, is he? Yeah, he is. Okay, I just forgot about that. I don't know
Fight night, yeah, UFC Fight Night. I don't know who's on the card yet. I'll check that out later, but I think we'll end it on that. JDS going.
You want to end it on that? On the ultimate fight?
Yeah, on the ultimate fight.
You don't remember? In his tough season with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Before the season got aired, he had an interview, right? And he was still learning his English, so his English wasn't as good as it was now. And he goes, I hope, it's going to be a good fight, and I hope my fighter becomes the ultimate fight. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I did read 3 times ultimate fight. I think everybody was like mocking him. What about when he fought Roy Nelson? Yeah. And he goes, I'm going to test him. I'm going to punch him in his fat belly.
Yeah. And we end on that. The ultimate fight. End on that.
So next time you listen, make sure you're the ultimate fight. All right.
Next time, you make sure your mic's plugged in. And we end it on that.
Next time, make sure that.
Yeah, so
subscribe to us on like and comment on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and every other freaking platform, yeah? Because we're after everything.
Follow us at MMA Diagnosis on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'll
And
be hopefully be updating more regularly.
Make sure you comment and review and give us feedback as well, please.
You're just repeating the same thing. Relax. Peace out, guys.
Peace out. Peace out.